Yes. Yes. As I love to say, family, you already know. Yes. It's the guy, itsDjAnt, and welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Trend City Radio Top 40 Recap. Oh, yeah. So let's just deep sea dive right into it. Coming in at number one, we got my man's OB for the first time on Trend City Radio with the hit single Don't Fear the Reaper. This track was actually at number 2 last week, family. And finally made his way up to number 1. Big ups to OB, man. Big ups to OB. Congratulations to my mans for finally reaching the top of the mountain on Trend City Radio, man. It's been a minute. He been a part of Trend City Radio, man. He got some deep history on Trend City Radio. He's been on and off probably for a few years, family, on Trend City, on the Trend City platform. But this is his first number 1. This is his first official number 1. Had a few number 2s, but this is his first number 1. Big ups to my man OB for holding it down. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 2, we got Kerry Cleveland with the hit single I Need Love. This track was actually at number 7 last week. Jumped up to number 2. Big ups to Kerry Cleveland. She had 2 singles on in the top 40 countdown this week. She also had that single Love Me with Keith Phelps that slid in that top 40. So I know that's finna grow. That was a top single a few years ago. So it seemed like that's slowly growing. Big ups to Kerry Cleveland and East Oakland management team. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 3, speaking of East Oakland management, we got Sonny Cole with his single I Don't Join That Church. This track was actually at number 6 last week. Jumped up to number 3, holding it down in that top 3. Big ups to Sonny Cole for doing this thing. Sonny Cole always somewhere in that top 10, family, as we always know. Sonny Cole does his thing. Real close to another number 1. Will he get there? We will see. Ain't been number 1 in a minute, though. It's been a minute, so we'll see if he can get there. But he definitely been in that top 10, eating that motherfucker up. That's for sure. Big ups to him. Coming in at number 4, we got K-Fu Shamir featuring Gov 80 with the hit single California Dreamin'. This track was actually at number 3 last week. Jumped back a spot, holding it down at the number 4 position. Big ups to K-Fu. Big ups to Gov 80. I know they want that number 1. They've been climbing up that top 10 for a minute. This is the first time they went back. But, you know what I mean? They trying to get that number 1, family. They trying to get that number 1. We'll see if they can get there. Just a few more votes away, family. Just a few more votes away. Big ups to Gov 80 for doing this thing in the Cypher League. And advancing to the next round. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 5, we got OG Denzo featuring Shirelle, the artist, with the hit single ISO. This track was actually at number 8 last week. Jumped up 3 spots, holding it down in that top 5. This is the first time my man's OG Denzo has been in the top 5 this year. And he only been on Trend City Radio for a few weeks, as of this year. OG Denzo normally do his thing on Trend City Radio, you know what I mean? He been on and off for a few years, but he haven't been on Trend City Radio at all this year. This is his first single on Trend City, and it's in the top 5 within a few weeks. That's what's up, family. Shout out to my man's OG Denzo holding it down in Chicago. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 6, we got TNT with the hit single You Know Me. This track was actually at number 4 last week. Jumped back a few spots, but still holding it down in that top 10. Shout out to TNT. Always doing her thing, man. Always doing her thing. You know me. has been climbing up the top 10 for a minute. First time it slid back, but still holding it down in that top 10. So we'll see what he do this week, family. We'll see what he do. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 7, we got Mellow Rose with the hit single Like That. This track was actually at number 10 last week. Jumped up a few of them things, holding down at the number 7 position. If you haven't checked out the interview yet, family, make sure you go check that out. Part 2 was just released. Fire interview, man. Fire interview. Growing heavily right now. Mellow Rose is definitely doing her thing on Trend City Radio, man. She all over the platform doing her thing. Big ups to her. Yes, sir. Coming in at number 8, we got Holy Bands with the hit single Guns and Butter. This track was at number 13 last week. Jumped up heavily. Now in that top 10, Holy Bands is back in that top 10. Was just at number 1 like a month ago. And back in that top 10 with Guns and Butter. Now at the number 8 position. Big ups to Holy Bands. Also a Chicago artist. Chicago holding it down in this top 10 right now, family. 2 artists in there. Big ups to them. Coming in at number 9, we got Reality and Flatline with the hit single Party or What. This is the first time they've been in the top 10. Big ups to them. They was at number 11 last week. Jumped up 2 of them things. Now holding it down to the number 9 position. Reality is all over the platform right now. Killing it in the Cypher League. Was the talk of the week with his verse. And him and Flatline, man, they've been slowly climbing up this top 40 countdown for like the last, month and a half, 2 months. And now they in that top 10, man. So we'll see if they can do some damage in this top 10. They just reached the top 10. Big ups to them, man. First time they hit it. Congratulations. Coming in at number 10, we got Makeba Mooncycle with the hit single Losses. This track was actually at number 12 last week. Jumped up a few of them things. Now holding it down in the top 10. This is Makeba been in the top 10 a few times, in and out, like double Dutch. That's how she jumping in. But she holding it down though. She does her thing, man. She gets a lot of support, a lot of shows. Makeba does her shit, man. Big ups to her. Big ups to East Oakland management team. And that is the top 10 of the top 40 countdown. It's the guy, itsDjAnt. And make sure y'all tune in every Friday, family. We live and we lit. Let's get it.